By the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how you can get up to $2 million to help you out through this crisis.
It's the coronavirus apocalypse. Is it the end of the world?
Actually, no. We have options.
What's up, guys? My name is Gustavo David Ortiz, entrepreneur, consultant, investor, and real estate professional. And in today's weekly Rocket Fuel, we're going to be talking about what the heck to do with coronavirus. So there's all kinds of things that you need to take into consideration. Everything from making sure that your property is actually clean if you own a brick and mortar location, to how you can potentially even get a loan from the government at a low rate to support you in the times that things are going slowly. I'd like to note that according to the CDC, the steps they have to prevent illness is to pretty much clean your hands and stay away from sick people. That's it. So anything and everything that we can do to calm the fears of all of our local patrons is going to be helpful. A few things that we can do to mitigate this challenge: whenever possible, actively encourage sick employees to work from home. Obviously, that's not always possible in every industry, but if it is, definitely a good opportunity for you. Another option that may be plausible for you is to segregate those folks that are a little sick or showing signs of having some kind of illness. And make sure that any employees that are traveling are aware of any kind of health notices or recommendations going into other countries or other areas in the United States. This may be a good time to really assess what kind of access to capital you have and try to be as liquid as possible. Just due to any kind of slowdowns that may happen, that extra liquidity will definitely give you the ability to kind of sustain over the long term if it's available to you. Take as good a care as you can for your employees as well as your clientele. This type of incident is definitely going to be impacting them just like it impacts your client base. So do what you can to make sure you protect them in this process as well. For example, we had a client that unfortunately got laid off from their job, and it was actually better for the business to lay them off because they then qualified for unemployment, which was going to be more than they'd be able to give them as a severance while they were off. Now, that's not necessarily going to be the case every time for every employee, so definitely investigate what options are going to be best for you and your employee to make sure that they're protected as well as your business. Obviously, laying someone off is not an easy decision. Make sure that you take the time to really think about it thoroughly, how that ultimately impacts your business as well as the employee. And if you're doing it to be able to give them the opportunity to get some kind of unemployment or some benefit, it's important that you share that with them and give them the resources that they need to be able to get that, and that your plan is to bring them back in to the fold once things pick back up. Remember, unemployment will not be anywhere near what they probably normally make on a regular basis, so take the time to really consider this carefully. Keep the facility spotless, make it clean. Make sure if you have to hire a cleaning service to come a little more often than usual, that may be beneficial as well, to ensure that you have clean surfaces as often as possible. This is both for the benefit of yourself, your employees, and your client base. You may even be able to make a case in terms of your advertising and whatnot to showcase how clean your location is to entice clients to be able to come in and feel comfortable in your environment. Did you know that some business insurances include business interruption insurance? I would definitely check with your insurance broker and see if you might have some coverage to help you out in this particular situation. You may find that team members, employees, staff, as well as clients or customers are going to be concerned about exposure, specifically because of the coronavirus. So that being the case, you want to have a strategy in place to ensure they either feel comfortable going to your location, or maybe there's some way for you to reach them. Whatever the case, some strategy in place to help you through that process. Now, the United States Small Business Administration does have some resources to help you in that regard. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to that right in the comments below, so feel free to look at that so
so that you can see what options that you may have.
This is not the time to stop marketing. You want to make sure that you're communicating with everyone in the ether, all of your clients, of course, your employees and your staff, but you want to make sure that your clients understand what you're going to be doing, what kind of hours, if they're going to be changing, what they're going to look like, how you're going to be accessible, and what you're doing to make them more comfortable coming into your establishment if you have a brick and mortar, or if you need to meet them for whatever reason, what precautionary measures you're putting in place to ensure their safety. The more that you're able to do that and communicate that information, the more comfortable they're going to be continuing to do business with you, and it's just going to end up being a better situation both for you and for them, and hopefully allow you to continue doing business with that customer.
Putting together promotions in connection with this message is probably also going to benefit you as well.
Obviously, having a plan in place in advance is always going to be your best situation. However, we're already here, and if you don't already have a plan, then sitting down with your team to actually coordinate a plan of action on how you're going to be addressing the challenges that are coming with the coronavirus is going to benefit you greatly. It allows everyone to be on the same page, to understand what strategies are going to be in place, or to even brainstorm some really good tactics and strategies to ensure that the business can continue moving forward. So I would highly recommend you taking some time to do that. As I mentioned before, I was going to share with you a resource so that you can potentially look to see if you qualify for a low interest loan to cover you in the event of a disaster like this. So it's called the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. It's with the Small Business Administration. You can look it up online. I'll put a link in the comments below so that you can access it. It says here, I'm going to go ahead and read it direct so you guys understand exactly what it's for. The SBA, Small Business Administration, will work directly with state governors to provide targeted low-interest loans to small businesses and nonprofits that have been severely impacted by the coronavirus. The SBA's Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program provides small businesses with working capital loans of up to $2 million. $2 million. Okay, that can provide vital economic support to small businesses to help overcome the temporary loss of revenue they are experiencing. So this is a really great program. I would highly recommend, if you anticipate or are already feeling some of the effects of the coronavirus on your business, that you go ahead and look into that program and see what it would mean and how much you may either qualify for or be able to get to help your business get through some of the hard times that we are currently starting to see, and I think we'll probably see a little bit moving forward as things progress. So that's it. For me, I wanted to share just some information for you guys to get you guys to understand what options could be beneficial for your business, for our business, right? This kind of stuff that I'm doing, that I'm looking to do, I'm trying to understand better. And I wanted just to share that with you so that you guys have some resources for you. And that's my goal, to kind of be a resource for you. So my name is Gustavo David Ortiz. I am an entrepreneur, consultant, investor, and real estate professional. If you like what you're hearing, please do me a favor and hit the like button. Make sure that you share with anyone you think might have an interest in this information or any of the information of any of my other videos. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to what I have to share, and the more people that know about it, the better.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you wouldn't mind subscribing and hitting that little bell thingy, which is in one of these corners, that would be awesome. Thanks for your time. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.